Let's have a look now at another issue. We're running out of time, and Tony Abbott sent a rather strong message to his party this week on industrial relations, and not everybody is happy with that response.
Well, we don't support statutory individual contracts. We did once, we don't now.
I must say I was quite surprised what he said. No doubt I was quite disappointed. And I hear the employer organisation saying they're disappointed, and we all know that's what they say politely, in the public arena. But behind closed doors, I can tell you they are not happy at all.
Now, Tony Abbott's got a lot of political capital to spend if you look at the opinion polls. Kevin Rudd was in that situation once too and was reluctant to spend very much of it, and then it all disappeared anyway. Is Tony Abbott being overly cautious?
He has been overly cautious. He's probably got a reason to be cautious, because if he makes any comment at all, he's going to be mugged with the allegation that he's going back to WorkChoices, which there is no intention to. But the question is whether the opposition should go back to what John Howard had before WorkChoices, or even to Paul Keating's time. There's been substantial re-regulation of the labour market. But I note that some of the people who are bagging Tony Abbott on this, like Heather Ridout from the Australian Industry Group. I mean, Heather Ridout supported the Rudd and Gillard government's re-regulation of the labour market. Now she's saying Tony Abbott should be dismantling it. But I think Abbott's in a very difficult political position, but as to where it's going to end up, I don't know. But certainly there's a strong case for individual contracts of the kind that existed before WorkChoices.
And should they fear a return to WorkChoices campaign against them anyway? It's not going to fly in the same way as it did previously, surely.
I think it will have some impact, but if you look at the polls, and also if you listen to the debate in the community, such as it is, it's not going to have the same sort of impact it had in 2007, nowhere near it, or even in 2010.
And so what sort of platform is Tony Abbott going to go to the next election on industrial relations?
Well, whatever it is, we're going to hear about it seems, at the last minute.
At the last minute, which is what most opposition do.
It doesn't matter much. If you go back to 1975, Malcolm Fraser was not liked. He was regarded as a patrician. Melbourne Grammar, Oxford, up himself, not liked, had virtually no policies, and the ones he had were completely contradictory, and he won a huge victory in 75, so I don't know that it matters much.
He's Prime Minister for 7 years. OK, more with our panel. Kerry Ann Walsh, Dennis Atkins and Gerard Henderson, but now here's Mike Bowers and Talking Pictures.